2K Sports presents Thursday Night of the NBA. Joining me in the booth, Mark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And this is Kevin Hart. A contest in the West. We'll see what the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. Last time the net was right here, and they came out with the win.
As a team in that game, they shot the ball incredibly well. That was the #1 reason they came out on top.
And it was no fluke. I mean, they were as in sync as you could hope for. Really working hard and creating quality shots. And they did it time and time again.
Now the Lakers starting group. The incredible post duo of Powell and Dwight together inside. Cody meets up there with Nash. And it's Kobe in at the free throw. And for the Clippers, Ron Butler, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, their front line. Chris Paul is out there with Willie Green.
Well, you think about what Chris Paul meant to the Clippers, guys, not just on the floor. And that's pretty obvious. He's one of the best point guards in the league, if not the best. But it had more to do with the identity of the team. I think people took them seriously after that deal. And in fact, in L.A., there was a budding rivalry between the Clippers and the Lakers for who was the city's best team. And that had never been a question before.
You see that dunk coming a mile away. Anytime he gets in that close to the bucket, it's all over.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from them on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Howard with it. 20 points for him last game against Portland.
And don't forget about the incredible rebounding night for him, too. I mean, just devouring the glass all game long.
Off on the layup. For so long, Steve, it seemed that the Clippers were always the second fiddle, but with Chris Paul ending up there and not in a Laker uniform, it just changed the whole mindset part, it seems, of the franchise.
And if you've had the tough breaks that the Clippers have had over the years, one big moment or big player acquisition like a Chris Paul can really move your franchise in a totally different direction.
I like it. We could have gone for the forced finish, but opted instead for kind of a nice smooth finger roll. I like it.
It's up. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Crawford. Griffin's got his second basket. Kobe with it. Ron Butler covering. And Kobe, here we go. The 9-footers on the mark.
Now you look at Vinny Del Negro, spent some time in the Phoenix Suns front office as a scout before moving on to the coaching ranks, and he landed that first job with the Chicago Bulls.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Nash gets to Kobe. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And Steve, you go back to Vinny Del Negro, scout for the Suns prior to coaching. He was also in broadcasting.
Yeah, he's been around the game forever. A lifer. His father was a coach. It's in his blood. He actually grew up just outside of Springfield, Massachusetts, the home of the Hall of Fame. So Vinny, I guess, is just meant to be in basketball.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Collins is checked in, and Matt Barnes is subbed in for Caron Butler. Darius Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Now here's Barnes. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
And his work on the glass certainly noteworthy. He contributed in a number of ways.
Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, aggressive two-handed jam.
That's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
Here's Griffin. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to catch up with Vinny Del Negro. One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. Big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather, of course.
Lamar Odom, he's checked in for the Clippers. Howard's shot is good.
Well, he's an intimidating finisher around the basket, Kevin. The thing you have to do defensively is try to push him off the block, not let him get deep position. But that is easier said than done, that's for sure.
And Steve, you know what? He's powering through guys better now, playing through contact, but he's also starting to polish up his post move. So it's not just simply about him throwing it down, which he does with force and regularity. He's starting to add a little finesse to that power package, too.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Only 3 games until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the rest will be won. Taking a look at the Lakers and checking out the Clippers. They're tied right now. And Steve, to follow up on your point, the whole aspect of Hollywood has always been a big lure for the Lakers. Is recruiting Clark free agents.
We've seen it over the years with all the big names they've gotten to sign in free agency. No doubt about it. The Lakers are still one of those destination teams for a lot of players in the league.
Kobe with it. Getting out by Barnes. Here's Gasol. Offensive rebound. Howard, the pass to Nash. Morris. Goes up strong with one hand, passes it down.
What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man.
Oh, Clark, he gets up so quickly.
Yeah, he's like a pogo stick.
Oh, my gosh, not a lot of point guards in the league can chin like he can.
And he's able to finish, guys. Punch all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers in the Rose Garden.
And they won that game, guys, in large part because of the defense played by their bigs. They turned away more than their share of shots.
And I thought it got into the other guys' heads as the game went on. I mean, they weren't taking it to the basket nearly as aggressively.
The shot by Odom, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Earl Clark's checked in for the Lakers. Odom a screen. Here's Barnes. Unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Well-contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort, commitment, and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
He feeds it to Morris. Clark dishes to Howard. Dumps it down.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Not that time. They weren't about to take those points away from him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. His performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And what a terrific game for their role players, guys. They had players coming off the bench and chipping in offensively.
Yeah, and it was an unexpected boost, but a big one nonetheless. I mean,